Like every time I have a Chipotle burrito, I want to drink an Izzy, you know, those bubbly fruit drinks, because I did it for so long that now it feels incomplete for me to have a burrito and not have an Izzy. It's kind of the same thing. Like, wow, anytime I'm around Gabi, I feel really good about myself and I feel useful and helpful and special and attractive and funny. I want to be around her more. See what I mean? That's really what seduction is all about. You giving them something that they really can't find in other people, or just feeling so good. People get addicted to feeling good, and if you make other people feel good, you are all powerful. Hey Star Babies, what's good? I hope you guys had an amazing Valentine's Day, whether you're single, taken, whether you're hanging with friends, your parents, your dog, whatever. I hope it was great and that you found some time to love yourself a little bit too. I wanted to make this video in case Valentine's Day got you feeling down. We're definitely going to make sure that you are going to be all set for next year. So why not start today, 2 days after Valentine's Day, right? As a lot of my love videos, take this lightly, enjoy it, and I am not promising anything, so you can't sue me. If your crush is an Aries, my 2 pieces of advice are be a challenge. Let yourself be chased, don't chase. Because Aries are chasers, they love that. So if you chase after them, it doesn't do it. And Aries are very attractive to many people, so they are chased by a lot of people. It's not really gonna make them feel anything special for you. If you show that you are special, you are kind of a hot commodity, you are something that a lot of people want and a lot of people desire, they're gonna get competitive and want you. Going off of that, keep your options open. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket or every aspect of your life to making this person like you. If you're kind of talking to other people, entertaining other people, dating around, or just not obsessing over your Aries crush, they're gonna find you more desirable. You got your own thing going on, you've got options, you wanna seem like, oh, you? Yeah, you're cute. I mean, prove to me that you're worthy of having me as your girlfriend, because I got all these other suitors. I don't know, come and get me if you want me. That's kind of what you want. By the way, this is my favorite coconut water. This is harmless. And I got this big one from Whole Foods, but I usually get my little bottles from my house from Milk and Eggs. If you guys live in LA, Milk and Eggs is this farmer's market grocery delivery service. And if you haven't seen my boyfriend left me vlog, you can kind of see like what happens when I get that delivery from Milk and Eggs, but they carry this brand, and so I always have these in my fridge. So for a Taurus, there are definitely aesthetic things that you can do to intrigue a Taurus. Tauruses are very sensual. They think about every one of the senses. I know a lot of Taurus guys who like long hair. They like, or just beautiful hair. They like girls that change up their hair a lot because they notice that. So for me, you know, I might not attract many Taurus guys anymore because I kind of wear my hair the same way every day, but I don't care. But I know a lot of Taurus guys have a big thing for hair and changing hair and wearing it up one day, down one day. Like if the hair looks soft and silky and smells good, that's a really big thing for them. Interesting little tidbit I've noticed. I also have noticed that Taurus men can like petite women. So they like curvy women because they like feminine. They like, well, you can be almost feminine in any way. So you can really be any body type, but they're going to appreciate what makes you feminine. So I guess it's not really, they don't like a certain body type, but they do like feminine women if they're straight men. And I don't know a lot of Taurus lesbians, but I would think that many of them would be attracted to femme women, I would think. And maybe Taurus guys as well toward more femme guys. Anyway, so change up your look, change up your makeup, maybe just try, instead of black mascara, blue mascara one day, something a little different, or even plum colored mascara. Change up your hairstyle, change up your perfume, or start wearing perfume if you don't wear it. Tauruses will take notice of that, and it'll give them something to almost look forward to in seeing you every day, whether that's at work, at school, or just when you see them around. They'll look forward to what you do to change up your look, and they will be impressed that whatever you choose to do with your look, you still kill it and you still look gorgeous. That's very attractive to them. This is super real. Food. Don't make diet comments around a Taurus. Don't make comments about you trying to, oh, just gotta watch the waistline or fit into this. Like, food is really big for them. Food is one of the sensual pleasures of life. It is not something to be ashamed of. It's not something to be ashamed of enjoying. So people that kind of like make food this weird chore, or they think too much about food, or they don't enjoy their life, it's just kind of a turn off. You seem maybe too uptight. Tauruses can be stubborn, but one of the ways that they really let loose is through food and enjoying it. And I don't always mean they overeat, they eat so much, every single Taurus, but they love food, and it's really attractive for them to find someone that they can indulge in that with. Even better if you have a wide kind of palette of things that you like. If you share food with them, if you bring treats to the office or to school, or I don't know, let them associate you with you basically enjoying the sensual pleasures of life. Gemini, I know this one well because I seduced a Gemini. It's important to have a light heart and be positive. They don't want to be around people that bring them down, that are unhappy all the time, that are just kind of rain on your parade type of people. They want someone and who doesn't take things too seriously, because Geminis are kind of like little kids. Sometimes they can get themselves in trouble by saying things, or they can be people that you kind of are like, can you be a little more serious for once? So just have a light heart and be childlike in that sense. I think that's why my boyfriend was attracted to me. His Venus is in Gemini, and I am a very silly person around him. It brought it out of me that I'm silly and carefree and positive and just looking to have fun at all times. That's what Geminis like, and they like people that know how to have fun. A Gemini would not be attracted to an uptight person. If they were, that would be because their friends have told them to settle down, or I don't know, or they're trying to bring it out of them, you know, prove that they have some kind of sense of humor. I don't know. Geminis like fun people. I find it really attractive if you acknowledge that they're funny. Now, warning, especially if you're younger, I need to specify that that doesn't mean laughing at every single thing they say and making a fool of yourself laughing like a hyena. Just acknowledge when they're funny, because their humor is how they express a lot of their personality. It's not just kind of throwaway lines. They want someone to notice that they've made a joke or tried to make you laugh. So if you find it funny, acknowledge it. It'll really boost their ego, boost their confidence, and they will associate you with feeling recognized and feeling sexy. Because when they feel actually funny and that they're in control of people's, you know, humor, they're being the entertainer, they feel really good. I attracted Cancers for a long time. I still do. A lot of guys that are like caught up with me or attracted to me are Cancers. My Mars is in Cancer, and so that's also why I pursued a lot of Cancer men. I find their qualities to be attractive for the most part. So I kind of know what they like, I guess. If I look at myself, I do know that they kind of like larger than life people. I know Cancers will often be attracted to fire signs like Aries, Sag, and Leo. The fire signs, they will be attracted to people that are just larger than life, are super, or seem to be super confident, super comfortable with themselves, because the Cancer kind of secretly wants someone to bring them out of their shell once in a while. They're not really going to do it themselves, but they can get pretty wild and pretty fun when they're around the right people. So I think fire signs can bring this really exciting aspect to a Cancer's life. I also think sometimes Cancers don't feel like they're very sexy, and I can understand that with the Cancer Mars. It's a debilitated position of Mars, which means, you know, it's not, there are troubles that go along with having your Mars in Cancer, which I recognize, but I think it's also kind of negative to say debilitated. But it's hard for us to always feel sexy, or I don't know, like rare. Like, it's not just, that's kind of not what's up. So fire signs bring that out of us, and it makes us feel alive, to be honest. When you're trying to seduce or attract a Cancer, it's very important to show a sensitive side and a vulnerable side. And I think that combination is what really made me so attractive to Cancers for so long, especially in college. I was always performing. I was like center of attention, big flashy person, but I also was vulnerable, and talking one-on-one, I kind of made self-deprecating jokes. I kind of showed that I didn't have a big ego. I wasn't cocky. I didn't think that I was like hot stuff. I was sensitive. I'm good at expressing myself emotionally, and so I think that is a really golden combo for attracting a Cancer. Leo, speaking from knowledge as a Leo, find something, if you're trying to attract a Leo, find something that you are good at and find a way to show it off. Every guy that I've ever dated had something they were very, very good at. I don't know if it's because I have a habit of dating musicians and artists, but that attracted me. Now, I don't like a show-off. I don't like a show-off, but I do like people who know how to show their talent. So if you're a great singer and you want a Leo to like you, don't just stand next to them and go, oh yeah, I am a singer actually. No, you find ways to maybe say a little thing about what you're good at. Be you, you know. Also, every guy that I've dated has been very, they're certainly not boring. Their personalities could eventually be boring, but they're people that everybody knew. They were people that that had recognizable qualities. So whether that be that they were from another country, or that they were like the big runner, or they were like the producer that everybody looked up to, or I don't know. In general, they all had something that was just unique about them. Star power, you know? And it's hard. I can't, I guess, tell you to get some star power, but you can start by looking at what you're good at, because when you do that, you will also raise your confidence. You'll also be like, I should have higher self-esteem. Get that self-esteem up, get that confidence up, because that's what you need to keep up with a Leo. And recognize what you're good at and find ways to express that. Give occasional compliments disguised as comments. For example, oh, did you color your hair? Oh, okay. No, I thought so, because I loved the color before, but wow, I mean, this one, I thought something was different about you. Yeah, you want to compliment them without completely flattering them, because flattering them, they'll just use you as their little court to like applaud them. You want to tease them with your affection. You want them to want you to be obsessed with them, but you're not. You're not completely won over by them, but you do think they're cool. You know, something like, have you ever been to a boot camp class? Yeah, I mean, I do this class over in West Hollywood. It's Barry's Boot Camp. I really think you'd like it, because I mean, you definitely look like you're fit. So if you're ever looking to switch it up, I would be happy to let you know where I go, because I don't know, I think you'd really like it. I just assumed you like to work out. You know, like, I'm a little awkward, but you see what I mean. Virgo, let them help you, or better yet, ask them to help you. Put them in a position to assist you. They are great at that. They love helping. They love being fixers. So it's even better if you find ways to allow them to help you. That will make them feel really good about themselves. And really, when you want someone to like you, it's kind of just about repeat association, right? Like every time I have a Chipotle burrito, I want to drink an Izzy, you know, those bubbly fruit drinks, because I did it for so long that now it feels incomplete for me to have a burrito and not have an Izzy. It's kind of the same thing. Like, wow, anytime I'm around Gabi, I feel really good about myself, and I feel useful and helpful and special and attractive and funny. I want to be around her more. See what I mean? That's really what seduction is all about. You giving them something that they really can't find in other people, or just feeling so good. People get addicted to feeling good, and if you make other people feel good, you are all powerful. Also, for a Virgo, they're smart, and they're not super aggressive all the time about showing that. Some of them are quite gentle, so let them have a chance to talk about what piques their intellect, what piques their interest intellectually, their favorite books, fun topics. Show that you can kind of debate with them, can have intellectual conversations. Don't get too aggressive with them or defensive. They're not gonna want to hurt your feelings, but to have a little bit of exciting conversation is really, really important to Virgos. Libras, as far as women go, I found that Libras love, kind of like the Libra women I know love these big burly guys, but they're very soft spoken. Like they have a look to them. They have a very distinct look, but they are kind of opposite of what you would think about that look. So I think that might be the key to Libra, is that duality of like, you know, he looks like a lumberjack and like he lifts a lot, but he's actually a sweetie and helps me with everything and makes me laugh and makes me feel good about myself. They usually like softer spoken people because they talk all the time, so you just can't really have two people that chat all the time. So yeah, I guess I would say be patient. They want someone who will listen to them. Be a good listener if you're willing to stick around for that, and have a look. So you don't have to look like a lumberjack or like a Greek goddess to seduce a Libra, but have a look. It's almost like you're showing them, like, let me show you what your dream person looks like, because it's me. FYI, it's me. So you have such a comfort in the way that you look, in the way that you dress. You have such a vibe. It's a definable vibe that's just authentically you, and suddenly you're showing them, right? I'm your type. I'm literally your type. So instead of trying to cater to what they think is attractive, Libras don't really know what is attractive to them until they see it. They can't describe it. Libras can totally date all different types just because they see that person and they're like, yeah, that's attractive to me, but also that's attractive. There's really no truly golden ratio. I mean, you can say we love symmetry and things, but Libras, my Venus is in Libra, and so I know all about romance and aesthetics and making things look good and loving good looking people, but I don't have a type. I can just see someone be like, that is so beautiful to me. That person is beautiful to me. So just know you're beautiful and work that. You don't have to try and be Mark Wahlberg or Margot Robbie or something. You know what I mean? Just be you. Scorpio, even more than some of these other signs, be you. I've said this before, Scorpios can't stand fake. They can see right through it. It's a waste of time to them. It's disrespectful to them. It's like, no, don't even try with me. Like, they don't want fake flattery, acting like you like them. They don't want any of that. So just be real. Have substance. Be you. If you show them who you truly are and they don't really vibe with that, like, move on. There's no persuading a Scorpio. I'm actually really cool. Like, you shouldn't. They will look straight through you like an X-ray, and they will know if they vibe with you or not. If you have a chance to get into deep conversation about darker subjects, if you share interests in darker subjects, if they kind of see themselves in you, they will be more comfortable opening up to you and they will create a bond with you. So finding time to talk about things that you have in common and weird little interests will definitely make them see you in a different way. You know, I just think it's important to be authentically you with a Scorpio. With a Sagittarius, they are so independent. They are rarely looking for somebody else. Especially as they mature, they're not like looking for someone else to date. So you need to show them that you are going to be only an asset to their life. You're only going to improve their life. You're not going to hold them down. You're not going to tell them what to do. Hell no. You are just going to make them laugh. You're going to be someone that they can do things with. You are going to be a partner in crime, kind of. Sagittarians love to have fun and They don't want to be told what to do. So if you're going to come in there trying to like fix their life, like a Virgo and a Sagittarius, I don't think so. If you're going to come in there and try to fix their life or try to tell them what they've done wrong or tell them that their life is going to be better if they have you, no, they already love their life. They love being independent. They just want you to add fun to their life and passion, basically. So yeah. Also, another way to get a Sagittarius to kind of notice you and take note of you romantically is to tease them in humor. They can take it most of the time. They have a very teasing, honest sense of humor, and if you can dish that back, they're going to be very attracted to you. Capricorn. This makes me think of the Lorde song Liability, which I just heard for the first time a couple days ago because I saw some tweets about it. Capricorns, they are not going to go for someone who seems like a liability, like a wild, crazy person that's just going to kind of mess up their life, because they take their own pursuits and their life very seriously. So someone who might mess that up, I mean, unless they're going through a midlife crisis where they're like, I need somebody crazy, they're not going to go for the liability. Also, Capricorns have a thing. I know a lot of Capricorns that kind of just get with anybody that gives them attention because, and I'm not trying to tear apart Capricorns, but I'm saying not a lot of people give them a ton of attention because they're not attention-seeking people like Leos, Sagittarians, Libras. They're not like, they don't depend on the applause. They don't fight for your attention and fight for your compliments and your affection. They're just like, okay, I mean, if you don't want to like show me love, that's cool, I guess. I'm not going to force it, which is awesome. Like, honestly, because those people that are forcing you to give them attention are just annoying. They're not needy like that. So if you give a Capricorn attention like you would some other sign that's begging for it, they're probably going to develop feelings for you. I've known so many Capricorns that date just anybody that looks their way. Know your worth, Capricorn, but if you're trying to seduce a Capricorn, give them attention. Make them feel like the star of the room without them having to try to, because they're not going to be loud and be obnoxious to get attention. So if you show them, hey, I notice you. You're not the loudest one in the room. You're not the one dressed in the most crazy outfit. You're not, you know, talking about all of your accomplishments, but I know you're worth a lot and you seem pretty cool, so you got my eye. Like, definitely that'll make them feel really good. For an Aquarian, you 100% need to be up for a good time. Similar to Geminis, being an air sign, they're not too grudge-holdy. They don't want to be in a bad mood for too long. And they certainly don't want to be with anyone who will hold them in a bad mood or be some kind of rain cloud. You need to be up to have a good time. You need to be kind of a life of the party type of personality, positive, and yeah, keep up with their good mood. And don't be needy, because neediness comes from a place of sadness, really. And Aquarians don't want that, you know? They don't want someone who's like, please, if you leave me, I'll fall apart. They want to know that they're making you happy and making you have fun. But they don't want to see you suffering and any of that. They don't want to associate you with suffering and complaining and just wallowing in self-pity. None of that. Be a lighthearted person and be down to party. Pisces are very attracted to people who are artists in any way. You could be an inventor, you could design apps, you could be a screenwriter, a comedian, a musician, a poet, an actor. And even if what you do isn't in the arts, make it artistic. Make whatever you do seem artistic to them, whatever your job might be. You could be a sandwich artist at Subway, and if you talk about it in a poetic, romantic way of, I don't know, it just comes over me and I craft the perfect sandwich, they're gonna see something they find cute in you. Pisces just love artists. They are fascinated with creativity, the artistic process, creative people, so be creative, be even better, a jack of all trades, kind of into several different things within the artistic or creative realm. Seem to be in touch with your artistic side with an unpredictable, wild, intuitive side. They love that, like to walk on the wild side, and spiritual. Seem to be very in tune with that. Also, be cultured and be worldly. Have interesting things that you can talk to them about. Basically, be an interesting person, which I think is easy. You don't have to pretend to be interesting. Go read books. Go learn new things. Go watch documentaries. This is what my Mindful Indulgence Culture Club is all about. If you haven't heard about it, go watch the other videos. But be interesting. And that's completely something you have control of. If you feel like I'm a boring, non-interesting person, put the work in and you can be interesting and you can attract a Pisces. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check in the down bar all about my Smile Brilliant giveaway and discount code. And that's about it. I wish you very good luck in finding next year's Valentine, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you soon. Mwah! Bye, guys.